In a stunning development that has sent shockwaves through royal circles, Prince Harry finds himself in an increasingly desperate situation as alleged attempts to distance himself from his marriage hit insurmountable obstacles. Sources close to Buckingham Palace reveal that the Duke of Sussex's supposed plans for separation have met with calculated resistance from Meghan Markle, effectively cornering him in their Montecito mansion. The once rebellious prince, who boldly stepped away from royal duties in 2020, now appears ensnared in a web of his own making. Palace insiders suggest that Harry has made discreet inquiries about potential separation procedures, only to discover that Meghan's legal team has constructed an intricate network of contracts and agreements. This web makes any attempt at divorce nearly impossible without catastrophic personal and financial consequences. A former royal aide, speaking on the condition of anonymity, notes that Harry has finally realized the extent of his isolation. He's thousands of miles from his family, his old friends are distant, and his support system has been systematically dismantled, they say. The palace watches helplessly as one of their own struggles in this cage of contracts and commitments. The situation has reportedly reached such a critical point that Harry has attempted to reach out to Buckingham Palace through intermediaries, seeking guidance on navigating his complex predicament. However, the very walls he helped build during his explosive interviews and memoirs have now become barriers to any meaningful assistance from his family. Meghan has skillfully positioned herself as both victim and victor in their California saga. Her team has reportedly crafted their public image and business ventures in such a way that any separation would result in devastating financial and reputational consequences for Harry. Their former Netflix deals, Spotify contracts, and various other business ventures are intricately intertwined with their marriage, creating a scenario where separation could trigger numerous breach of contract clauses. It's a masterclass in modern power dynamics, comments a Los Angeles-based entertainment lawyer familiar with celebrity contracts. Every public appearance, every deal, every interview has been structured to make separation virtually impossible. Adding to Harry's predicament are the couple's children, Archie and Lilibet. Sources suggest that Meghan has carefully established strong ties in California's legal community, potentially giving her significant leverage in any custody proceedings. The prospect of losing access to his children reportedly keeps Harry in a state of constant anxiety. The Sussex brand, built on their unity against the monarchy, has become both their golden goose and Harry's gilded cage. Any attempt to separate would not only destroy their carefully constructed narrative, but could expose both parties to massive financial liabilities. A royal commentator notes that Harry has burned so many bridges with his family that retreating to Britain isn't a viable option. His entire identity and financial security are now inextricably linked to his marriage and the Sussex brand, they assert. This precarious position has led to increasing tensions within their Montecito household. Staff members describe a tense atmosphere where Harry often appears withdrawn and frustrated, while Meghan maintains an iron grip on their public appearances and business dealings. Their once frequent displays of affection have become notably mechanical and staged. Royal watchers have observed a marked change in Harry's demeanor during recent public appearances. The jovial prince now often appears distant and uncomfortable, particularly when Meghan takes control of interviews or public speaking opportunities. Body language experts note his increased nervous behaviors and defensive posturing, suggesting an internal struggle. Meanwhile, Meghan continues to expand their brand, signing new deals and making strategic appearances that further cement their interdependence. Each new venture adds another layer of complexity to their already complicated situation, making any potential separation even more challenging. The palace's response to Harry's supposed calls for help has been characteristically muted. While there is reportedly genuine concern for his well-being, the royal family remains wary of involvement after being repeatedly criticized and attacked in the media by the Sussexes. This leaves Harry essentially isolated, with few trusted advisors and even fewer options. It's a tragic irony, says another former royal staff member. Harry left the constraints of royal life only to find himself in an even more restrictive situation. The freedom he sought has become his prison, and the partner he chose to escape with now holds the keys. Legal experts suggest that any attempt at divorce would likely result in years of litigation.